Okay. All right. I'm going to be a little large in this. Don't know how to. I have to really adjust later. But you guys can see the sign pretty good, I think. Do that a little bit. I'm a little off screen. I go this way. The fuck way do I got to move? This guy? What, I got to hug this thing? Welcome back, everybody. I'll wait for you to see that we're here, and we'll continue Leo. All right. Yep. Here we go. I changed the Wi-Fi actually. It was on like an extender. I'm like, no, you're done, extender. We're not doing it. Not today. So I turned the extender off, put it on the actual Wi-Fi. So hopefully it won't crash. But I also changed I changed the video quality. I wonder how big my fucking head looks like on the screen. It looks huge to me. I'll know in a second. Welcome in. All right. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I got to do something. I don't need this table up my butt. Do that. If I do that, I can move closer this way, right? There we go. Yep, that'll work. Now, if I use that table, you won't really see me, so I'll try to keep it in front of me. All right. Here we go. Can't really see the background, but it is what it is until I mess with the display a little more. I can back it up, though. That'll probably help. Just you know what? I'm going to twist. Go like, how the fuck? There we go. That's a little bit better. Here we go. Yeah. Be able to see the tarot cards pretty good this way. All right. Continuation of Leo. But we're not using the pink deck. All right, here we go. What don't you see coming, Leo? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Leo? Why is that the first card? What do we have for Leo? Ooh, oh no, what is this about? Here we go. You have an energy that's coming out where it's like you may feel like when it comes to thinking about things that you want to invest in or things changing, it's like you don't want to let it get the best of you kind of energy. It's kind of what it's showing me. It's like, I'm not going to let it get the best of me kind of energy. It has something to do with if you feel like there's something you can't trust or you're discovering, you've got to put work and effort into other situations. You're learning to kind of, you have like, I need to accept it. And I think that's what you're going to start like taking risks with. Give me something else for Leo, please. What else do we have for the zodiac sign of Leo? I got to like figure out how I'm going to move the table. Just move the damn thing. I'll do this. That'll probably be better. And if I get this table out of here, then I'll put this like that. I'll come over here, and you'll see some of my face, not all of it. Here we go. My fucking head probably looks huge. It's all good. I can't really fix it. I can do that, though. I can do that a little bit so it's on screen. Here we go. Something about love hasn't really been doing anything for you. So for Leo, I'm just gonna put it out there. It might feel like love ain't been showing up for you or doing much for you. Where's the passion kind of energy? You give me like I want to embrace it, but it's not coming around. Like the love is not showing up kind of energy. Here we go. It's gonna get bright as fuck, but fuck it. There we go. Blinding me. Who is this? Is this Leo or them? However many. Okay. It's Leo. Leo. You feel like something isn't changing. Some of you, it has to do with communication or health. Just healthy situations things aren't adapting. They're not moving in a direction. So I feel like it gives you the energy where you feel like you have to move. What? Here we go. You show me like I don't want to let love get to me or be upset in love situations. You have like you still care about love energy though. You show up here next, but it's like I feel like all the roadblocks, all the frustrations, all the passions with love and the outcomes, they feel unbalanced. It tells me they feel unbalanced. I'm done. I'm so fucking done with your shit. Your reading's like, where's the love, Leo? Like that's how it's coming across. What is this? Here we go. Let's keep going. Is it making any sense to any Leos out there? Sun, moon, or rising? Let's keep going. Show me anything else for Leo. What else does Leo need to see? What else does Leo need to see? Holy shit. So you're in an energy, or you've been, I feel like you've been in an energy. And I feel like it's undeniable energy. I feel like you've been in an energy where if it's not moving towards you or you're not moving towards it, you're kind of like, whatever. Like, I accept it for what it is, or I'll move on. And then you showed up. That's your card. And they're all upright. Well, the not moving towards you is not upright. It seems like you got the same cards again. The same exact cards again. 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands, love, judgment, balance. Love is reversed and it not rushing towards you or you not rushing towards it. Kind of recognizing it's just not been on the table for you. Or you haven't, I don't feel like you've been up in your head. I just feel like you've been at a distance with this. Or seeing it move in a direction that would like make you happy. Some of you come across where it's like you feel like it's the lack of the connection being around or even investing in you or you investing in it. You don't come off like I want to be anybody's option either right now. You come off like I'm not worried about that. You have justice upright. You have the victory card upright. You have the options and then looking at it. But let's clarify what comes out next. Let's see what happens. Show me something about what need. I think you're about priorities and stability, manifesting them. It's priority, stability, and playing with that energy. Getting your stuff in order more than focusing on love situations at the moment. That's what you're playing with. You're not focused on that love shit right now. You're like, nope. I really, emotionally, I think you want it. I do think you want it, but I feel like you have other things that you need to focus on, and it has to do with you right now. This is a reading specifically for you. It might have, it almost comes out like it's either taken too much out of you or it's just not moved. You know what I mean? You come off like it hasn't moved towards me or I haven't moved towards it. I wanted it. It's like I wanted it at a time. It's what it's saying to me. But at the same time, it's not doing anything or it's not showing anything. It's not giving. I'm not giving to it. It's not giving to me energy. So look at the two behind me. He's like, yeah, bitch. Here we go. What's the offer about? Some of you it'll be offers about accepting offers and new beginnings to show up for you. You know what I mean? I don't feel like if it's not moving towards you or taking the risk, you're going to let it get to you. You have this, I think you're going to learn and focus on other things. You know, challenge yourself in other areas, discover other ways to manage your time or what you do with your time. If you feel like you're at a distance with it or can't trust it, if you've given thought to it, you'll start focusing on work over love. You've probably already been in this energy. A lot of you, I feel like you're already in this energy. All right. All right. Here we go. Anything else for Leo? Then we'll move on. You keep getting this card in reverse, by the way. Clarify that card in reverse. What's the story for Leo? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Leo? you give me an energy where it's like I would love for love to show up for me or for me to show up for it, but at the same time, I really want to be in this energy for me right now or for a while. You come off like casually cool about it. I feel very relaxed right now, like too relaxed. What's the risks about? Clarify the Fool card. What are the next risks that Leo needs to see? Show me something for Leo. What is the message for Leo? Continue whatever needs to be said. Ooh, that came slamming out. You came out in the Chariot. That's going to be your motive, your direction completely. Look at the direction, double direction energy. You got this. You got the Sun, the Chariot, and you going in that direction. I feel like it's almost like if it's got you feeling like a little imprisoned, you're like, nope, I can't deal with that. And I'm not going to dwell on it. If it doesn't want to do anything like this, what am I doing? What am I doing? Kind of energy. I feel like you're not going to let it put you in this energy. The easiest way to put it to you is you're like, nope, I'm not going to fight with how I feel. And you know that, Leo. You keep showing up in your own fucking reading, like completely. And I feel like you're just like, no, I'll just go. I'll just do my own thing. Look at this. Completely do your own thing. You're not letting shit keep you stuck. You're like, if it's got to go, it's got to go. I'm okay with it, kind of energy. And I think that's where you're at or have been for a while. What's going on next? You have an energy where it's like, I'm not your fucking option, and I'll never be your fucking option. If you want to look at other options, all the fucking power to you. Goodbye, good riddance. See you later. Here's the door. I'll hold the door open for you. Kind of energy. You're okay with that too. And this feels like it's both parties, woman or male energy. You'll break the communication. You're not in a rush to go into a celebration or build in a new direction because you're trying to finesse where you are. You're about more of finessing what you're building on your own. You're like the lone warrior over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. If you were the princess, I don't know what her name is, but the princess with the long fucking hair that puts it down in the top, like lets the guy climb up the hair for the town, whatever the fuck that's called. You ain't putting your hair down for that, some bitch. Like, nope. I'm good on my own. I'm gonna cut these Goldilocks like off. Kind of energy. That's how I see it. Maybe this is not making any fucking sense. I don't know. But here we go. Anything else? What is with you showing up in your own shit today? Here we go. Let's find out. Show me more for Leo. It's just because things haven't felt like they've taken action or given direction that I feel like you felt like is worth the investing or wants to invest in you. You come off like it doesn't show up for me or I'm not showing up for it and I'm okay with it. You did want something to invest in you, it's saying, but I feel like you're discovering you may not feel like you're tired of thinking about if you can trust going towards it. That's what it says. So it's like you've put down the offers or are worried about focusing on love for a while. This may be the energy you sit with love. Because I think you know, I'm done. It definitely says you know. I think you know that's what needs work. It's the emotional connection, support, and balance. I think you're aware of this, and I feel like that's what you trust at this time, Leo. At the bottom of the deck. Celebrations, not wanting to be upset, but wanting to be emotionally fulfilled. Not feeling like it's in front of you or I'm going to say happening, but that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So decisions, maybe letting go, not worrying about things that don't work out. It's about if it doesn't work out, I can't stay up in upset energy. And I feel like you may be very open-minded about that energy. Some of you are about taking or tackling new risks or adventures that are going to make you happy. You showed up again. Last card. You're about investing in situations that show up or want to show up, that want to work with you, want to learn with you, want to move forward with you. If they don't, you're going to focus on what will make you happy. Your message is clear. We're going to move on. All right. Leo, the other half of your reading is in the first part. So, but my computer wanted to get all glitchy and shit. So I had to do this again. All right, left. Did it right that time. So Virgo. I don't want to knock this off the table. I'm going to try to back it up. I'll aim it down a little bit. There you go. Now, there's a little bit. You can see Virgo enough, I think. There we go. Here we go. Should I turn that one on? I think it was better like that, so I'm going to do that. Okay, we'll do that, and I'll shut the other light off. I'm blinded again. Blinded. Whatever. Here we go. What is the message for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? Welcome in, Gloria. Hello, Heather. Here we go. Virgo. What don't you see coming, Virgo? Let's see what you get. What does Virgo see coming? What is the message for Virgo? Shit. Okay, passion so far. Why is that with that, though? Clarify that for Virgo. Communication. You could be struggling to see the passion or the thoughts of a connection showing up or working out for a while, or you give me like I've accepted that energy. You have more of like I've had no choice but to accept this energy. Show me something else for Virgo. I want to say it could have been definitely with a fire sign. Might have had an issue with an air sign or earth sign. But let's keep going. I feel like you're gonna focus on what emotionally is fulfilling and exciting to you. Nothing else outside of that. I feel like you've sat with this. You may have expressed it for some, but not all of you have had to express it. You've just understood it. It's like you know the assignment kind of energy. Here we go. You're about what risks am I going to move towards? You're more wondering what's going to be the next fulfillment or enjoyment or excitement in my life. Energy is what it's showing me. Here we go. Show me more for Virgo. What is the deal? It doesn't show me that the things that didn't work out or you didn't get balanced, whatever didn't work out, that card keeps showing up in front of me and I haven't yanked it yet, but it's getting yanked now. Whatever didn't balance out, you're not going to let it upset you. It's like if it didn't want to move with you or it was causing struggle, you've kind of recognized, you know what? I'll just focus on the other things outside of that situation. I don't need social, I don't need to be a party of 3 or 5 or 2, to go after what's good for me right now. Emotionally, that might. Has a lot to do with you recognizing the situation didn't want to be invested in me as it wasn't showing me enough fulfillment, or I feel like it wasn't showing you enough fulfillment or trust for some of you. Trust. It just wasn't. It almost feels like you weren't a match. Somebody may have wanted to believe they wanted to take the offer until they recognized it wasn't going to work and accepted it for what it was. That's what it's telling me for you, Virgo. Let's keep going a little bit deeper for you. Let's see what you get. Any other messages for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Same deck. Then we'll move to the other one. I'm going to go to the middle. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you could have had a problem with or a struggle with. Definitely could have had a struggle with a fire sign. For some of you Virgos. Not all of you, but some of you may have had an issue with a fire sign. Back to the middle. More fire energy. If it wasn't a fire sign, when it came to communication, it was messed up with a fire or air sign. That's what it's telling me for Virgo. So was it an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? It was something that there was communication, that there was hurt in communication that that needed to happen that I don't feel like it did. I feel like it was left off the table, and emotionally, it caused a disruption in the love connection, something like that. Some of you could have definitely damn well been a Leo, Gemini, Aries, Aquarius, Sagittarius, whatever. Here we go. Any other sign that it could have been? Any other sign? Earth or water? What wants to show up? If either one. Earth, maybe an earth sign like yourself. Double earth. I feel like it was time to let go of something that just didn't seem to work. And I feel like you knew it was time to focus on those changes and cut free of the things that weren't working with you and not be stressed out or carry it with you any longer. Just make up your mind to make the decision and realize it ain't happening. And no more patience, just letting it go. I had to fulfill, it's almost like I had to honor what I know, energy. I feel like, and you couldn't stay in an energy that was going to be slowing you down from where you're going. Definitely look at this, where you're going, Jesus. I think you're more excited about where you're heading than where you've been. This is the energy that's showing up for Virgo. Here we go. Oh my God. Let's see what else you get with the other tarot. All right. Put these over here. What are the other messages for the zodiac sign of Virgo? God damn, that's bright. Put that down. Come on, bend. Slight bends, but it doesn't bend easy. It's blinding the hell out of me. I don't know if that helped you guys. I made it worse, but I can't see. I got light over here, light over there. It's like I've had a cam, like a webcam that has a light, but then it's too light, and I look like ghostly dead. I look like the winter time. In the winter, I like because I have a white parent and a colored parent. People were like, "Are you sick?" And it's like, no, my complexion just goes pale, like real fucking pale. I even thought about, I wasn't gonna share this. I even thought about tanning this year. Like maybe I should tan. Fucking jumping up a tanning box. I'm like, that's some girly shit. I don't know if I could do that. I could try, but I don't even know. Fucking end up looking all burnt and orange and shit and be pissed off for like 2 months. Here we go. Here we go. What else do we have for Virgo? Any other messages for Virgo? What don't they see coming? What is the message that they need to see that they don't see coming? Some of you may not see love or being emotionally wanted. Like you may not see love wanting. Clarify the lovers. It's about not seeing it develop or trusting it. You're here. You give me, I don't want to worry about love or about any options right now. This is probably very specific, by the way. It's probably very specific. I do feel like you're older than me. I don't know how much, but you got a little bit of, you got some miles over me. Not much, but you feel like you're older than me. Here we go. Let's go. I'm 39, by the way. Here we go. What are you trying to figure out or go towards? What is this trying to say? Hold up. You give me an energy where it's like, whatever you were in or dealt with, it's kind of made it easy for you not to focus on it, to leave it behind or leave continuing. Like if you were in a relationship and you got away from it, it made sense. Just even as much as you'd like to take an offer or passion, it's like, I got to focus on happiness right now or other things that are going to like pursuing happiness. You give me happiness. I'm going to say happiness and family or sticking to your own thing, things that make you happy. You almost give me like, I don't want to give it another go. Like it left a bad taste in your mouth. Energy. Why is balance here? Flip it. It makes me feel like there was a time where you wanted to get communication or bury the hatchet with a situation with whoever you were dealing with. I don't feel like you got that justification though. I feel like you wanted it, but you didn't get it. I don't. That's what you have balance, judgment, wanting it to balance out. But I feel like when it came to communication, it didn't come towards you or work out. I feel like you ended up working things out on your own, learning things on your own, putting your emotions to yourself, and working on your own. What's going on emotionally here? Okay. It's telling me that emotionally, some of you are like, if you were offered a new beginning, you may not want it, or you just may not be ready for it. It gives me like I'm not ready energy. I'm not ready to give it my energy like towards love right now, or go towards it. Some of you, if you've been in that energy, I feel like it's a matter of time until you get out of it. It's only going to stay with you for as long as it's meant to, or as long as you allow it. So, but that's the energy you're showing me. A lot of like, nah, I can do things on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm okay with it. Now, if you're in a relationship, this may not pertain to all of you that are in a relationship. What I was picking up while I was reading that, for those who are in a relationship, well, I felt like things were getting distant between the communication or feeling bored in the relationship. Something about boredom in the relationship. I don't want to say that shit, but I'm saying it. I said it. Fuck it. It's done. It's said. Let's keep going. But I was feeling like boredom or like stagnant as shit. Just kind of la di da. Here we go. Anything else for you, Virgo? Work. You're going to focus on work. Um, some of you are going to try to critique work or help people figure out how to find work or figure out what they want to do. Could be kids. Some of you maybe getting to the point where you have kids that are going off and you got to help them, or you've always been their support, but you're trying to show them they can be their own support. Something like that. That's what I have for Virgo. We're going to move on left to Libra. Libra, you got like the crazy looking lady. I think there's another one in there that looks crazy, but you got like the she looks crazy. She looks evil as shit. Just saying. I actually kind of thought the image was cool looking. Oh, I think it's Wait till you see Capricorns. I think it's just like this one. A little bit different. Same, but different kind of energy. All right, Libra. Here we go. Quality look better in this one or worse? I mean, the background's all fucked up. My head's probably too goddamn big. That's not really showing up on the screen like I wanted it to. But does it look better or worse than the last video? If you were in the last video. Here we go. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Libra. What don't you see coming? You're welcome, Doris. Happen to read your message. I don't like it. I don't want to come off pessimistic or negative for you, Libra, especially with her looking all pissed off and angry. You look like you want to kill somebody with those eyeballs, like shoot lasers through all the problems and the bullshit or the chaos, or maybe the unexpressed. That's how it feels. Why I say unexpressed is my throat's closing while I'm trying to talk about you. Um, Something about the past or being emotionally, it's almost like I feel like you know something that you wanted to work out, it didn't work out. You have an energy that shows up here where with the past and being emotionally like it's almost like I want to go towards a situation and make it work, but I can't figure out if it makes sense to go in that direction. Now, this may not be for all of you. Some of you are like, fuck that. I don't want to make the past work. This is going to be for who it's for. Could be a little bit of regret energy. I don't know why I feel like I got to say it, but it feels like for a lady or a guy, love's been struggle. Fucking hell yeah. It's either like like the lady feels like I had to give up on it, or it gave up on me, or vice versa. He felt like it gave up on him, or he had to give up on it. But it feels more like she felt like I'm giving up on it, and he felt like it gave up on me. But I feel like there wasn't enough speaking. There's no fucking talking here. It's just showing things stopped working. There's the communication. The communication was small talk. It was more small talk than like serious conversations. Getting down to like the nitty gritty, the bottom line. I feel like it was never figured out because it's Page of Swords talk, Judgment reversed, King of Wands, and it was with a connection that you were attached to, fond of, probably sleeping with, married to, loved, and loved. This it could have been married, just could have been with him for a while. It's almost like you didn't know how to get the passion back. Look at this shit. Somebody wanted that passion back, but the communication was shit. It was shit, so it fell apart. Thank you for the super chat, Diamond. I greatly appreciate it. Somebody could also feel emotionally. This may not be you, and I do hate to put it out there because I do feel like there are some women where it is you, and I do feel like there are some men where it is you too. I don't feel like it's all y'all watching though. But if I get the energy where somebody feels like it's my fault, I get like if I like, and they think of this shit a lot. You know what I mean? Like, man, I thought maybe I was gonna focus on other options, or I was focusing on other things, you know, and they thought I was focusing on other options. You know what I'm saying? There were distractions, there was problems, there was a situation, and it made it to where somebody felt like they weren't getting the emotional offer or commitment that they were looking for, and that's probably why shit changed. That's probably exactly why shit changed. The Moon card in balance. Somebody also could have felt like they were up in their head about letting it go, moving on. Whether it was you or them, somebody was having a hard time letting go of that investment. Moving on energy. They had a hard time moving on because their heart was still with you. Even if they weren't speaking it or telling you, they were still in love with you. So when it was time to let go, whether this is how you felt or that's how they felt, this is what was up in that love situation. Somebody was learning a hard lesson that this ending's difficult. And I feel like what you both did is focus on career, is what it's telling me. Versus balancing out what? Moving towards what? Communicating. Libra, that's your card. Being the open communicator. The Magician. Could have been with another air sign, fire sign, earth sign. Somebody felt emotionally, when it came to trust, they couldn't trust the person or the situation to grow or change. That's the problem here. They felt at a loss or a disadvantage. It's almost like both parties kind of saw it as something they couldn't come out of or fix or rush towards to make work. You know what I mean? To move, to be emotionally supportive. It became too much of a distance. There became a lot of separating and lack of communicating, which led to you each having a different new beginning or going towards one. It's almost like I feel like it was both parties back and forth kind of energy. I don't know how else to put that. I feel like both parties had a pretty big piece in that. had to both. I feel like you both have to own that shit. I don't know what else to tell you, and I don't want to feel bad or guilty, but I do. I feel like you both have to own that a little bit. You both got to take that little corner piece of pie, and you can sit in that corner. They can sit in that corner, kind of energy. Now you're probably over the situation. Some of you, if that don't make sense, the reading could be the person just wasn't right for you, or you didn't feel right for the situation, or you didn't feel like they were focused on you. Some of you, I get that energy, and you're probably a woman that feels that way. They didn't show enough focus, attention, respect, time, then it was easy for you to see you later. Whatever. Anything else for Libra? Here we go. Good to hear, Maggie. Emotionally at a distance. This is what's up. I feel like Libras know that things weren't working out in love. So because they didn't work out in love, they decided, you know what, if they're not going to work out for me in love, I'm going to finesse my career, my skill sets more than I'm going to focus on love or letting love upset me. And it might have stopped you from jumping into the next best thing because you're here now and you're upright. It doesn't make me feel like you rushed into anything after the situation. It feels like you just stuck with your own shit, focused on your own goals, your own priorities kind of energy. That's what it's telling me. This is what I see for Libra. I don't know. Did I give Libra both tarot decks? I can't remember if I did. I might have to rewind this and check. I think I did. Let me see. Anything else for Libra while I wait for the video to my right to show me if I gave you both tarot decks? Any other message for Libra? Any other message for Libra? I didn't know that my video shows like dating ads, but I guess it does. Cupid ticket. Asian girl in her bikini. You want to see it? I'll show it to you. Look at. Can you see her? Yeah. It just popped up out of nowhere. Here we go. Show me something for Libra. Money, or I feel like money career is going to be, it has been like the valued outcome for you for quite some time over relationships. I feel like it's been the attachment you've held on to. And I just feel like comfortable to say that because I feel like you've made peace with it quite a while ago. I don't know if that's making sense, but it's telling me that's what you've been investing in versus going towards love and happiness. Also, some of you may be trying to learn things and not let things upset you. Some of you are thinking about if you will accept offers in the future as well, because I don't think for a while you have. That's what it's showing up as. It's telling me you have not taken these offers on. You come off like emotionally when it came to moving, it felt like a lack of response. I don't even want to say a lack of responsibility, but a lack of response or opportunity or investment in front of you. So you started to invest in other things that you felt like could work or would work. That's how it shows up for me for you. It may not be everybody's, but this is what it's telling me for Libra. Okay. All right, here we go. I don't even know. Like I waited, but I didn't keep looking over here. If I gave both cards, I don't think I rewinded far enough. I must have. I feel like I've been reading Libra for a hot minute. Where's Virgo? I don't know. I'll give you the other tarot deck. I can't remember if I started. I think I started with that one. I don't think I gave you this one, so we're going to give it to you. If I did do this first, you get a little bonus. Give you a little bit longer with that one anyway. Here we go. Hey, Andrea. Why is the Hermit here for Libra? Why is the Hermit here for Libra? Something about wanting to trust or know that you can invest in something again. And it's not on the table yet, but it feels like it's attached to love. If I had to put my finger on it, it's like a love thing. Show me. You're like a energy where I feel like you want to trust love situations or going towards it eventually. But for now, it's about learning. It's about the strength of seeing things that felt like they weren't working out. Some of you, it was something you wanted to make work or to give a go at one more time. But it inevitably it feels like you're working towards accepting a new beginning. I don't know how else to put it, and I feel like it's because of the lack of communications. That there was not enough speaking here, and it was you guys were probably with each other or lived together, some shit like that. But I don't feel like you live together. And the problem was in this love situation was that communication. Could be definitely an air sign that you dealt with, water sign, fire sign. Some of you may have moved or told them they got to move, something like that. Somebody had to go, kind of energy. Trust what? And I feel like you're on the verge of recognizing it had to end so I could trust finding peace and happiness. You give me like I needed to accept an ending, the world reversed. I needed to accept that so I could trust happiness or finding it all over again. Starting basically allowing it to find me or me to find it energy. Yes or no? Temperance. Some of you have been waiting, more focused on stability. Why does it come out like some of you give me an energy where it's like it just doesn't make sense right now to do it? I don't know. I can't explain this. It just every time I try to figure this out, it's like you're just not doing it, or you've accepted that you're okay with not doing it. I don't know. You will move out of it. That's the Eight of Wands upright. Clarify. You will achieve balance. I feel like it's a matter of not feeling like you've got to hold it back from going towards love again. Because if you give me a standing off, almost like a standing off, like almost like a you could almost clap to that shit where you're like, no, I'm not working at it. I'm not working at it. I'm not focused on it. But eventually, I think you will. For you to get the lovers up right next, I think you will. I think that'll be look at the next card, the outcome, the judgment. Okay, that's what I have for Libra. So things are going to change, but I feel like they're going to change when Libra wants them to change, or feels like they make sense, or feel almost like when you feel comfortable to go after the change, to pursue that. You give me like a not right now energy. You know what I mean? Like totally okay with it too. I don't know how much that may resonate for y'all, but that's how I feel. And another, this may be a secret. Oh, I just got a pain in my stomach. Ooh, oh, like a knot in the side. This may be a secret for some of y'all Libras, but it comes off to me like you look at a love situation where you're like, well, I don't want to give into a situation. Oh, it's hurting again. Oh, it almost gives you like it's like a thorn in your side. Like I don't want to give into a love situation that's going to show me the same exact thing where I feel like I got to go. I don't. You have like I'm not willing to accept that to happen again. Energy is how I feel. Emotionally, you're with knowing that. You're definitely with knowing that. You've thought about it and you're like, I can't let this happen again. Fuck no, kind of energy. Let me show you the top. You know what? Even as you may feel like this when it comes to the investment of this love, investing or going towards it, and you don't want to feel like this. So when it comes to offers, you've kind of hung them up or let them dry out, fizzle out, die out emotionally, mentally. What's going on? The past has kind of kept you at a distance from trusting going towards that again because it's like it makes sense not to have to deal with it again. It's easier to see it for what it is and not play with it again. It's how you, that's a judgment again, not moving towards it. It's kind of, this is the energy it's showing me. I don't know how accurate it is for you guys, but I feel like if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it don't, it don't. That's it. I don't know what else to tell y'all. You know? And you don't have to tell me if you're a private person. Don't feel too like I need the what the fuck is that called? Confirmation. Just hit the like or subscribe. That's all I ask. We're gonna move on to Scorpio. Scorpios is pretty cool looking too. All right. I didn't know how well you'd see Scorpio on the screen though. I was like, oh, I don't know if that'll look good. All right. Shit. I don't know what I did. It's this one. Here we go. We're going to read Scorpio. Here we go. What don't you see coming, Scorpio? Yeah, it's not even fully on screen. I can back it up. I can't really back it up. It'll fall off the table. I already have it like hanging off the edge. I hit the table too hard. That thing's going to fall. Here we go. Can't just shuffle once for Scorpio. That's not enough. I can't do that to y'all. Although you guys been getting like the badass messages of like, I don't give a shit. And I am the shit. And I'm going to make it work for like a hot minute. I don't know what you're going to get today. Maybe you could, we'll see. I ain't saying a damn thing. I'm just going to let it show. We'll see what it be. What it look like? What do we got for Scorpio? Couple more. Some of y'all been laughing a lot or some shit. I feel like a lot. I feel like I should be laughing right now or enjoying company, but I get like a laughter out of you. Funny, happy. Whatever. Show me the lovers and awareness, but what else is here? What do we got for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? I don't want to pull it. What do we got? What is the message? Why is that the first card? What is the message for Scorpio? What is the message for Scorpio? Some of you have an energy where whatever didn't work out or you couldn't trust, that you had to kind of look away from, you have like it's all right, you're here, it's okay energy. Like I feel like you're okay with it, the outcome, the judgment, you're okay with it. You haven't moved on. So if they're it's almost, I feel like if things needed to intervene in your life or you needed to intervene in your life or change people in your life, you were cool with going and building that or taking off in that direction. That's your message so far. Strongly feel like you were unbothered or okay with it. Balance. Whatever you had to leave out in the past that was trying to work with you or you were trying to work with. I don't feel like when it came to truth and clarity or trust, I feel like you had to look away or shut the door or the chapter on it. Basically, it was here for a season or it was more of a lesson or, probably for both parties. The Queen of Wands, clarify the Queen of Wands, and the King of Swords. You have an energy, and I like it because it talks about where you've probably been in situations where people you thought you could really like that were going to stay in the picture that aren't in the picture anymore, it doesn't upset you or get to you. You ever like a maturing or growing energy? Somebody also gives me a very curious energy. Like they're very curious about the next thing they're going to do, the next thing they're going to figure out, something of the sort. Here we go. Let's keep going. Show me something else for Scorpio. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? What do you want me to tell them? What don't they see? I just saw you. Saw your card. You have a very direct. I don't see things that I've already dealt with upsetting me or getting in my way. I feel like you've built this character or background for who you are. This is how you carry yourself. This is how you are. It's how you represent yourself in front of friends or even future acquaintances. If they don't think you'll cut them free, they're dead ass wrong kind of energy. You come off like that. I don't know. This is what it's showing me. Anything else? Anything else for Scorpio? I want to try the other deck. Give me something else different, please. Hopefully. Let's see if we can get a different message for you. I don't know. We'll see if something else comes out. I hope so. See what we get. Scorpio. Scorpio's just like, I see somebody in here, but is it who I think it is? I don't know. Oh shit! Hit the wrong button. Hold on. Hold up. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. Welcome in, Rich. One of my best friends is a Scorpio, and his name's Rich. That's a different Rich, though. And I think his birthday is today or tomorrow. It's soon. Wait a minute. Yeah, he's a Scorpio, isn't he? I think he is. He's like on the cusp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's October. The Emperor. I like that. Clarify the death card. What's going on? This is going to be, oh man, some of y'all may feel like you want to reconnect with old friends or get out or make more time for your old commitments or friends. You're here, Queen, taking action. But you come off like you want to connect with people you've been with or known, or this has been on your mind in the past. You also give me an energy where it's like things that may not have worked out or been hard for you to figure out or maneuver, whether it was money, family situations, whatever it was, you haven't let it get the best of you. You haven't kept that, like, you haven't stayed unhappy in a situation about it. You've just put work towards it and trusted that energy. Something about I had to trust that energy. Even if I didn't know where I was going, even if I was a little like unsure, I had to create that. I had to make it. I had to do it. I had to put it, I had to make the decision and just go after it. Some of you could feel like work gets a little in front of love, or you have to be obligated so much to working or paying so much out that it may get in front of time for love or investing with the partner, some shit like that. That's what it's showing up for Scorpio. It's almost like career keeps you on your toes. Whatever you put your time into it, it's like all the way in. that does feel like a male's energy more than a female's. Show me a female Scorpio's energy, please. I'm just going to put it out the way I see it. Show me a female's energy, because I feel like I just read a dude. The Wheel of Fortune, reversed. Why is that reversed? The Moon. Some of the women may have a hard time letting new people in right now, is what it's telling me. Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Moon reversed, thinking about it, not trusting it, Magician reversed, the options that could move towards you, or you could be emotionally accept the offer. You're kind of stuck on making a decision if you want to trust them. That's what it's telling me. If you feel like you can lock it in and secure it kind of energy. You could be focused more on the love, the ones you love, the love you give to yourself, your stability and learning, creating, worrying about celebrations or committing to solutions later. Staying at a distance from worrying about love or creating those solutions until you figure out other things that give you peace of mind. Emotionally, what's going on? You may have been single for a while, if this is going to resonate. And it doesn't show me that you've had any luck in love. What? Or rush towards it. You've kind of released it or not opened your heart back up to that situation. You've kind of closed. I don't think you like to revisit it either. I think you've kind of moved away from doing that. It's telling me, like, when it comes to love, the ladies kind of like good on their own, accepted the past and that things didn't work out. And it's showing me you try to focus on things that make you happy or provide great balance in your life right now. You don't worry about the things that didn't work out, the emotional connections. They don't stop you or upset you. They don't. Look at the next card. They don't stop you or upset you. They don't. You don't allow that to happen. You're trying to be your own best advocate or boss of a situation and accept it for what it is. That's what I see for Scorpio. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Remember to hit the like and subscribe if you like the content. All right. We're going to get rid of the pretty Scorpio, and we're going to go to Sagittarius. This one was a little tough to see. I had a hard time doing this one because I knew it was tough to see. So we'll do that. All right. Let me get that box out of the way. Sagittarius. 5757. Maybe there's a message there for you. 5757. Here we go. Sagittarius. My phone's gonna die. 6%. What do we got for Sagittarius? Oh, my keys are stabbing me in the thigh. Oh, you fucker. Here we go. Let's go. What don't you see coming? Sagittarius. Ooh, first card, baby. Change. Some of you don't see changes showing up or happening. What changes do they not see coming? Show me the message for Sagittarius. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Some of you don't see either the changes with another fire sign, being able to trust them, open up to them, move towards them. It's a fire, air, or water sign. I'm definitely going to say fire or air sign. Blatantly fire or air. It's a shitload of air in front of me. You start with fire, and then you get the whole reading saturated with air. I mean, you've got the Seven of Swords reversed, Tower. You've got the Five of Cups reversed, Tower. It's like things didn't change, and it could have been with a fire sign, air sign. Definitely fire, air sign. There's one water card, but I'm not leaning towards that. You've kind of moved out of that energy of being stuck on it. It's almost like you saw it not working out or showing up. It wasn't giving you any tangible reason to stick around. I feel like it was causing more pain to be in it than to be out of it. And I don't know who that needs to hear that, but you may have had to live it or feel it, see it, deal with it to get out of it, to realize it. Whatever. Let's go. You may have had to start to trust your own shit. Trust yourself. Give your own cut. Say goodbye and not be upset about saying goodbye. I feel like you discovered things weren't working out, and you felt like you were getting shitty versions of conversations, like not enough conversation to trust or to move forward, to stay in a celebration, a connection. So did you say, you know what, emotionally I've had enough? I think you did, and I think it just felt like the right offer to go after, or the right place to be, like to just move out of that. It didn't feel like it was doing anything that made sense to stay in an energy that didn't feel comfortable or you were happy about. Because I don't feel happy right now. I don't feel extremely angry. I feel more lost in what happened and why did it happen, or you wanting to figure out the other person for a while until you realize you don't have to figure out the other person. I just got to get out of this. Some shit like that. I'm telling you, it may not be everybody's reading, but it's favoring air, fire, maybe earth sign. Air, fire could have been an earth sign that you kind of were like, nope, it ain't working. This shit is not happening. We ain't working. Maybe for some of you it was another fire sign like yourself, but whatever it was, the investment felt like it was falling apart. So you had to let it go. Chariot and letting it go. I don't feel like you've moved on to this though. I feel like you want to, but I don't feel like you've found the peaceful resolution. I feel like you're aware that you would like to transition to it, but I don't think you found that offer yet. I think you're still waiting on that offer to come towards you, or you to find it. Balance, or the communication is pick up. It's definitely telling me you had a struggle with either. I'm going to tell you fire or air sign. It keeps showing me that blatantly. Could have been a Libra, Leo, Gemini, fuck. I don't know, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, like yourself. And you stop stressing about being upset about it, saying, because emotionally it was kind of like a roadblock that you didn't want to contend with anymore. And you knew that it had to go, like I had to get out of that energy is how I feel. Almost like you couldn't let something upset you for too long is what I'm seeing. All right, this is what I see. I'm going to give you the other tarot. All right, see what else we get. Here we go. Let me see if I got a plug for my phone. I do somewhere, but I don't feel like getting up. I know I have a plug in here somewhere. I should. I don't know if it's plugged in right now. It probably isn't. All right, that phone, let it die. If it dies, it dies. All right, let's give you a little bit more. Sagittarius. What don't you see coming? Oh, my coffee is almost gone. Sagittarius. Thank you guys for watching the first video and the second one. If you do, I hate that they broke up in two, but it happens. You know what I mean? I hate that had to happen. What can you do? Okay. And the weather's not even that bad outside. So I was like, really? It had to disconnect? I mean, it disconnected. I couldn't even get my phone to do nothing. I mean, I was like, wow, what the hell? I mean, on the cellular reception, yeah, but not on the Wi-Fi. What do we have for Sagittarius? What don't you see coming for Sagittarius? I do like that. I feel like I don't feel like it's what you don't see coming. I feel like it's more of what you know. I feel like you don't worry about the past at all. At all. Like the investing of the past, if you were to look at it, I feel like you've already seen, the outcome of what didn't work. Go to the bottom for four. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. What made you feel stuck? So did you have to make a decision? You saw that it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And it definitely could have been an air fire sign energy. Definitely could have been air, fire sign, or earth sign energy. Something wasn't working with you. Or they weren't working. You guys weren't working well together. The Emperor, the King of Wands, and the air. And I'm fucking over it. It's fire, air, earth. This may not be everybody's reading. If you dealt with a water sign, maybe they got a shitload of fire, air, or earth. Maybe it's their moon or rising. I don't know. The moon, the moon's the next card. Ace of Wands and Judgment. Ace of Wands is reversed. It's telling me two things. So for some of y'all, it's telling me it was hard for you to let go of the situation and move on. Some of you are on that left sleeve. The others of you are on the right sleeve, and it was not fucking hard for you to go. Holy shit. Two different people here. So some of you it was easy to move on. Some of you it was not. That's what it's telling me. What else do we have for you? Some of you could have been more worried about the sacrifices of how the kids would look at it or the animals involved. Some shit like that. I feel the need to say that. It wasn't about separating from the situation that you were in front of. It wasn't you were not worried about that, is what it's showing me. You weren't. You saw it for what it was, that it wasn't working or happening the way you liked. But you couldn't stay in this emotional wanting to be free or let go of it energy. So it's like you knew you had to stop moving or putting work towards it, especially if you felt like you couldn't trust the shit, or if it was just too much chaos, if there was no more love, if you felt like you couldn't trust the connection, or the emotional support wasn't, growing anymore, going anywhere anymore, because that's what it looks like. All right, here we go. Anything else for Sagittarius? Any other message real fast? 1, 2. Oh, landed on my leg. Air, fire so far. Anything else want to show up? 3 at once. Earth, fire, Leo. Air, water. You felt like you could not break the silence or figure out the situation, is what it's telling me. So I feel like you couldn't let it get the best of you. It does give me the energy, the Sun and the Page of Swords upright. There was times where you were hoping to open up emotionally or fix it until maybe like the time frame just never aligned. You never got the emotional speak or connection. You guys never got it off the ground. So it kind of like, it was like, let it go. Let the celebration go and trust taking action that this isn't where I'm supposed to be. I do feel like you had a lot of thought about how things could have been if there was communication before letting go. But I think you moved away before you got that communication. I feel like you ended up moving away before. It's almost like you guys didn't talk it out. Or the lines of communication didn't get serious enough to I feel like the truth serum needed to come out of both of you. And then it was like, is this going to work or is this not? It might have lingered for too long, something like that. I don't really know. But that's what I've got for you. All right. We're going to move on. Next, left, Capricorn. I'm going to show Capricorn real quick, up close and stuff. That's Capricorns. You got the horns. Capricorn. Let's see what you get. I'm going to move these out of my way, though. Here we go. I think my phone's dead. Oh, yeah. She did. What do we got for Capricorn? What are the messages for Capricorn? I'm going to have a cigarette during Capricorn. Who am I kidding? Thanks for being here and hitting that like and hitting the subscribe button. Appreciate it in advance. What do we have for Capricorn? Show me a message. Lovers reversed. What's that all about? What's that all about for Capricorn? Okay. Very specific, but somebody feels like they moved on from, it feels like you may have had somebody else attached to them at the same time. And that's probably why it was easy for them to move on. Show me something. Tell me a story here. Tell me what the fuck this is about. Give me some answers here. Show it. Show the message. We got Strength, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. You're here. It's specifically saying, Capricorn, you could have dealt with a fire sign that you moved away from or moved away from you. You could have dealt with an air sign that you moved away from or moved away from you. Or you could have dealt with an earth sign. Okay. Fire, earth, or air. Somebody said, see you later, alligator. Somebody stop gambling with it. Somebody felt like there was there was too many options here, too many people involved, too many things. I almost feel like too many things not spoken or known. Untold. There was also distance, it's showing me. It's probably why it didn't work out. Or things became distant. Yeah, I feel like there was distance. Somebody stopped giving into a situation, and it looks like it was you. I feel like you put your back to it. I hate to put it that way, but it's like you're like, no, I'm done. Emotionally, I don't want to be stuck here. Emotionally, I'm not doing it. I'm going to focus on my own stuff, not that situation. You have a I don't want your baggage reading. I don't want your baggage. Nope. Return to sender energy. Definitely could have been an earth sign, fire sign, air sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Stop putting the work and effort into it. What does Capricorn need to see about this? Because you couldn't trust it. I'm done. I'm over it. Because you couldn't trust them coming towards you correctly. You saw through the offer. You had a bullshit offer coming at you. I don't give a shit if it was air, earth, water sign, fire sign. You weren't going to fight for that. And you made up your mind that it's not for me. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm not going to be upset over it I'm not going to let it stay in my energy. I'm just going to move away and wait for another offer to show up or wait to go towards another offer. It doesn't show me that you ran towards an offer. If you had an offer, it could have definitely been with a water sign after that. But it's telling me that was short-lived. That only lasted for a little while. The communications, water sign or an air sign. So maybe somebody came back around for a little bit and then it stopped again. That's what it's saying. I'm done. And then it was cut out again, released again. Huh. All right. You give me an energy where you like your freedom. I don't know why I feel like that, but you give me an energy where you like your freedom. That's what I feel on your energy. Oh, yes. Yeah, you like being free, taking the wheel and doing what you want. There's your yes card. Anything else for Capricorn? Because you knew you couldn't trust it. The investment. And it wasn't worth fighting for. So you made the decision not to give to it. And to manifest something else, not be upset about it. Because it was like, I need something that's going to want to change with me, not show me a lot of things. It's like, I can't work with something that's not being honest with me. That's your message. It's trying to tell me you may have tried to work with like a water sign, but it didn't balance out. You didn't communicate or you weren't feeling it. So it was like, well, got to start over again. Got to go back to the drawing board again. Kind of energy like that. And that might have been a while ago. I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year and a half, something like that. What else do we have for you, Capricorn? What else do we have for Capricorn? I'm going to take a drag out of cigarette and put it out. That's good. All right, here we go. Capricorn. I'm trying to stay on the screen. Let me go this way. Here we go. You can see me a little bit better, I think. Here we go, Capricorn. What is the message? What don't they see coming? What is the message? What doesn't Capricorn see coming? What's next for them? They don't see coming. What is this? I'm going to tell you, if I had to assume a sign that's coming, you're going to work with, it's an earth sign or a fire sign next. But you don't see the investment happening or showing up, something like that. Kind of keeping yourself doing your own thing is how I feel with your energy right now. At a distance from probably going or manifesting towards love situations or feeling like they're happening. Or offers are coming towards you. What? You definitely may have a fire sign showing up in your energy soon. I'm going to tell you, good, strong fire energy here could be coming towards you, or you going towards that, discovering that too, figuring that out. If not that, maybe another earth sign like yourself that you end up working with. Some of you may have had to cut out a Leo or a Sagittarius, it tells me as well. Here we go. Anything else? Let's go. What else is here for Sagittarius? Show me the message. What are you going to discover? What is Sagittarius? Ooh, flipped over. What are you going to work? Work and victories. Victories towards what, though? You have discover, work, love, offers. I feel like Capricorn, it's about what you discover or what you decide to move towards. You give me like, I haven't done this. I feel like you did, then you did again, and then you stopped. Started putting work in celebrating and doing, investing on your own versus moving towards emotional connections or building them. Love's kind of like you've kind of stopped taking action towards it is what it's telling me. Put the work and effort on yourself and felt like that. I felt like you needed freedom. So that's what it's telling me you did. But now you're coming back around to, I might need to, start playing with it again. Love situations, investing in love again. Because you stopped. You stopped rushing towards manifesting, going. That's before that, the passions or the connection, building them, having it together with somebody, putting it all together to make sense for you and the other, for the connection. Here we go. It's telling me you know that you haven't worked towards people or like love connections. You've stayed away or out of them because you didn't trust the situations. Some of you may felt like you dealt with reckless people. So you cut away from it and you learned your lessons and stayed on your own. It's almost like blessing in disguise energy for you. And I feel like you're deassociating what you've been through and getting ready to ramp up again. Give it another swing. Yes, I'm going to say that's a yes, that you're willing to give it another swing. Absolutely. All right, that's what I have for Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. All right, let me just back this up. Don't fall off. Oh, my computer's going to fall if I do that. So we'll just do that. I should totally screw that all up. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit. I tried to make it so you could see it. I should just tilt the screen, but that thing's, I got to fix that when I'm done. All right, Aquarius's energy. What do we got for Aquarius? What don't you see coming, Aquarius? What doesn't Aquarius see coming? I was going to say change. Is it that new beginning? I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it's changed, though. What is it? What doesn't Aquarius see coming? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a lot. Show me what they don't see coming. Zodiac sign of Aquarius. Shuffle 2 more times. What don't they see coming? Zodiac sign of Aquarius. What is the message? Communication. Some of you are struggling to see a new beginning take place or be available or happen, is what it says. Page of Wands reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. Some of you feel like when it comes to being aware of getting balanced with that new beginning, it's kind of either not in front of you or just not happening or just not there. It's like an empty energy in action. I feel like you have truth and clarity that it needs work. That needs work. No, shuffle. Don't do that. Shuffle. For some reason I got to shuffle. Go. What's the message? Oh, are you kidding me? All right. The way it landed is the way it's fallen. Why is that like that? It needs work. It's not just work. There's communication. Lines of communications have to be open. That's what needs work. I didn't know that was there. I don't feel like you're holding back with knowing it. I don't get that you're holding back with knowing that or understanding that. I get you're holding back with moving towards options, though. Love options more than anything. More resistant than you would either like to be or you want to admit that you are. Something like that. I hope this is making sense. Thank you all for being here and hitting the like and subscribing if you like the content. Here we go. Show me something else for Aquarius. This is gonna be like a stinger. Some of you have stayed at a distance from opening up towards love because you don't like not getting what you want. That's really what it says in front of me. And you don't like being upset. You don't like being upset. Some of you, you might have dealt with somebody that tried to make you believe something, and then once you saw it was too good to be true, it was just like the nail in the coffin for you. So you stop moving towards celebrations or engaging in like social connections. That feels more towards love, though. You didn't want to be juggled. You wanted to put work in it, but it was easy to let it go, not to invest. It's trying to show me the death card to move away from it because you didn't trust that it was going to show up for you or be that emotional connection, probably that was right for you, or going to bring in the proper happiness to move towards, to invest in, to be happy, to be deeply in love and connected. Well, you may need to put work in that energy, because I think that's what your message is here. I feel like you've been putting a lot of time and work into other situations outside of passions. And it's time to trust. Even if you tried to trust in the past, it's time to start trusting again, is what it's telling me. Let go of what had happened that didn't work out. Embrace what can work out. And I think you've learned that it's time to make a decision and stop holding back. Because you want the celebration, it says. You want the change and you want the celebration. That's your card. You want the change. You're still a little resistant here, though, is what it says. You almost give me an energy where you don't feel like it's going to be right for you. And I don't know if it's like my mind's made up, or I don't know if I want to give the energy to it again. It's some shit like that. I don't know. All right, let's go to the other. I don't know if I gave you the other cards to start. I can't remember what cards I started with for you. We're going to do it anyway. Here we go. Hey, small TV. Welcome in, Stella. Welcome in, Letitia Martin. Hi, Ivy Williams. Small TV's been here for a minute. Many, I think years now. Here, the world, the sun. I almost feel like I'm supposed to give you like a happy message, and I like that. I feel like if any of what I just said resonated to you, Aquarius, I feel like my message to you is supposed to be you won't be stuck there forever, or you just got to remind yourself that you're not going to be. Because the Page of Swords and the Chariot and the Hangman shows me you've been in an energy where you have not committed to love. The Emperor of the Tower shows me you haven't committed to a relationship or a connection, or it's almost like you dropped out of the race. And there's an energy where you know about it, but it's almost like you try to block out what you've done when really that's what you want. Let me see. Just tell me you let it go. You let go of getting upset. You stayed at a distance. You broke off. You focused on what you could do on your own victories. You've acknowledged that. But tell me what I need to see going forward for them. Aquarius. What is here? Judgment. Temperance. Balance. Why is the Ace of Pentacles upright? What is the message? I don't know. Let's see what you got. It's about what do you want? It's really about what do you want, and do you really want it? That's your message. I don't know how else to tell you. It's like, do you want to tackle it? I would say yes, and you know it. I feel like it's been a struggle to get the balance that you've wanted, or for it to feel like it's going to work. It's been too much of a debacle, a pickle, an issue. And I feel like that's only supposed to be your learning lesson and not supposed to stop you from taking action. Because it shows me you've left relationships off the table. Because when it comes to trust or inviting them in, you got tired of being upset or at a loss with it. You didn't want to be upset anymore, is what it's saying. So you stopped revisiting that energy. You cut free of it. Emotionally, you stopped you didn't give to options anymore. You didn't focus on them, is what it says. I do feel like this is more contently a ladies' read than a male's. I am going to tell you what I'm feeling. And I feel like you got to start balancing, moving towards a new beginning. That's what I've got for you. We're going to move over to Pisces. All right. Here we go. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? I got to drink some coffee. Hold up. Wipe off the coffee. Woo! What do we got for Pisces? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? That was strange how that did that. What card is it? King of Pentacles. So you're either trying to stay busy or focusing on figuring out what's going to make you feel good to focus on staying busy. New avenues or I feel like you're trying to stay in front of like everything day by day, and it makes it easier to be in that energy than focus on a connection really. You have a very I need to stay in like my priority zone. I don't know why I feel priorities around you, but like priorities, but also some of you, it's about figuring out what you're going to do in this energy too. Whatever. Here we go. Show me something for Pisces. What is the message here for Pisces? What do we got for you? Maybe a little unsure of what's going to be the next best thing to work with or move, what direction to move towards to get the victory. Love is definitely not the wait a minute. We'll clarify it. Love is not the thing you're like. I feel like love isn't. I don't know how to. Love isn't the answer right now. And if it is, it's making things work that you love, or falling in love with something brand new outside of love. And it's as strange as that sounds. You definitely could have had an issue with a water sign, fire sign, earth sign. King of Swords, maybe a Libra, I don't know, but could have been a Pisces and a Libra, could have been a Pisces and a Leo, could have been a Pisces, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, whatever. When it came to getting balance, somebody had you up in your head about them making you feel like you were their option, you were going to be their option. So I feel like you learned to trust it wasn't that. It wasn't right. It wasn't going to work. It wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't overflowing with love correct. It was not overflowing with love correctly. I don't care what the sign is. When it comes to the happiness, there was no emotional outburst. There was no work. There was not enough emotional support. That's why it kind of fell apart. Emotionally, I think you became aware that the celebration that you wanted to see happen or change, it was unhealthy. Because I almost feel like whatever was going on, it wasn't moving in the direction that was going to, it was like, I hate to say this, but I feel like one person wanted the other person more than the other person, or one person was more interested than the other person was. So, or somebody just wasn't ready to have a new beginning. Could be somebody wasn't ready to communicate, have a new beginning, or let go of things of the past. I do feel I'm done. Somebody was struggling to let go of a past person, situation. Could have been an air or earth sign they were dealing with. Whatever. It's not my business. Here we go. Balance. You might have had a hard time figuring this person out. And if you did, it was an earth or fire sign that you had a hard time with. That's what it's saying. You got Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Fire again, Leo. You didn't trust them, or you knew you couldn't trust the situation. Could have been a Libra, Virgo, Aries. Definitely Aries as well. Maybe for some of you a Gemini. Fuck. You feel like they were doing things behind your back. It's making me feel like I don't like that shit. Empress. So you cut them off. It's telling me you cut the shit off. You said, fuck that bullshit. I'm done. You give me, I'm done over that shit. It's dead to me energy. Death to that. You moved away from an energy you felt like was playing games with you, is what it says. I don't know how else to tell you. Or wasn't willing to get on the same level of acceptance that you were willing to move towards. That's what it's telling me so far for you, Pisces. Let's keep going. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for doing that, Gloria. I appreciate that. That's probably helpful for people. I will timestamp. I should have enough time to timestamp the first video and the second video. Thank you, internet, that I pay like $110 fucking dollars for now. That shit happens. But I'm like, what the fuck? My weather's good. Like, that shouldn't have happened. Of course, like, I had bad weather, and you would I had like hurricane, like, watch out for like floods and shit weather. For a while, we had bad weather here. And now that I have good weather, my internet cuts out. I'm like, come on. Yeah, it is what it is. What do we got? Show me something for Pisces. What is the message for Pisces? I'm going to shuffle a couple more. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times for you. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Here we go. You have an energy where you're very aware that you don't need love to like upset you or like rush at right now. You just, I don't want to say been there, done that, but I feel like your experience speaks volumes on why you may be single. And I feel like your wisdom or maybe your intuition was right more than you wanted it to be. So it became easy to be single with what I see. Here we go. You had to trust yourself. And I feel like like when it came to an investment emotionally, you learned that it wasn't giving to you correctly. It wasn't giving to you correctly. The Queen of Cups reversed is a nasty energy, all right, by the way. That's a fucked up situation. And it's not something that was ever going to be, that was ever, you would have seen it. If you went towards this, you would have seen it rear its ugly head. I hate to put it like that, but you would have eventually seen it for what it was. So I'm kind of glad you didn't stick into it. Made a decision. You didn't accept an offer, it's telling me. Did upset you for a while until you said, I don't need a victory. I don't need a victory is what's in front of me. I don't need a victory. Twice. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need that right now. I need to develop other situations. You have more of a releasing a situation that wouldn't have been healthy. I don't know how else to put it. Either you were in a relationship that wasn't that fucking healthy, and you realized it and got out of it, or you dodged it, you avoided it. Whether you recognized you were doing it or not, I think you intuitively knew better. I just feel that like intuitively you couldn't deny. There was no denying any longer. Kind of energy. Temperance, Star, Queen of Pentacles, and Thinking. Judgment and Security. I almost feel like you recognized that you were dealing with something that was unhealthy. The relationship didn't feel like it was grounded or healthy. So you recognized I got to put more time and energy in my own security, my own shit, versus dealing with all these problems. You almost give me like love can wait, and I don't have to be stressed out about love or that new beginning. Some of you don't like to admit it too. It's telling me you have an energy where you don't know how you're gonna go forward with trusting love again. It may take time because of that situation. You don't stress about it, but you know that's in the back of the mind. But you're not rushing towards it because you don't know if the actions make sense or the transition. What is this trying to say? You stay clear of it. You try to keep your mind free of it. try to put work and effort to other things of value versus being stuck where you already were, because I think you discovered that things weren't showing up for you correctly. So why are you going to revisit it? You're not. You're moving away from that energy. You're not looking at that energy anymore. You're moving away from it, or you have moved away from it, is what it tells me. Here we go. You don't speak to them. Could be an air, fire sign, water sign. Definitely could be a Leo, Strength card, Page of Wands, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Knight of Swords. You're not putting any work into this. You recognize, fuck that shit, I'm done. I don't blame you. You're not doing it. You're like, nope. There's something here that's missing. There was a puzzle. There was a part of the puzzle you couldn't figure out, or they weren't giving you the puzzle piece to put it in there and figure it out. Maybe you did intuitively. Maybe you just had enough intuitively, or in your own feels. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, I feel like you felt at a disadvantage, so you had to learn how to trust yourself and let it go. What did I pick up behind that? The Strength card. You had to become your own strength and trust your own wisdom, intuition, because you matter just as much as the whole situation did. Even if you were wanting it to be true love or something that you could stick with, kind of energy. Go back down. Let's see what you get in here. You may not be in love or falling in love right away, but I bet you will get the opportunity. If you trust it and you want to move towards it, is what it tells me. The Moon, the Lovers, you trusting it and you wanting to put the work towards it. It's up to you if you want to do that. Are you willing to invest in it? Because if you are, I think you'll get what you want in the future. That's how I'm going to leave your reading, Pisces. I hope you guys all enjoyed these. Welcome to the channel if you're new. And if you've been here a week, months, years, thank you. You guys have a good, safe rest of your day. I got to go work on some timestamps. First, I'm going to probably smoke the rest of that cigarette, work on some timestamps, and then eventually I'll get my kid off the bus. So thank you. I'll try to fix the whole setup that I screwed up, but that'll be the next time. All right. Have a good day. See you later, everyone.